Assalamu alaikum and good afternoon. You are watching Lukman Hakim right here at KnowledgeShare Academy. Today we are going to talk about basic grammar. So first of all, we'll go ahead with the simple present tense. So let's see what is simple present tense. We'll talk about its definition and its structure and its uses. So first of all, what is simple present tense? Simple present tense. Why we call it simple present tense? Because we will use a simple form of the verb in this tense, and it will talk about the present time. We are doing the definition of simple present tense like this. It is used to show an action which happens regularly, habitually, on daily basis, for example general activities, and as well it talks about universal fact. So it is used to show an action which happens regularly,
habitually,
and habitually, general activities, and as well universal facts. Let's see, it was all about the definition of simple present tense. So let's get ahead with the structure. How we will make positive sentence in simple present tense, negative, and as well interrogative. So let's see. So let's get ahead with the structure of simple present tense. First of all, you will put subject. Then with this subject, now we are talking about positive structure, and in simple present tense in positive structure we are talking about if the subject is singular. We are talking about the singular structure. In singular if the subject is a positive. So first of all we'll put subject. Then when subject we'll put first form of the verb, and with the verb we will use suffix s, es, and is. Then rest of the sentence, these are called suffix. Let's see, if the subject is singular, we have singular subject he, she, and it, Mohib. These are called singular subjects. So if the subject is singular, we will use the first form of the verb, and with the verb we will use a suffix s, es, and is. So let's get ahead. He. Now he is a singular subject. Now we will put a verb. For example, play. With this we will use suffix s. Then we will say he plays cricket. Rest of the sentence. For example, she teaches Spanish. He sings a song. Now let's see, first of all we'll put subject if the subject is singular. Then with the subject we will put verb, first form of verb. With the verb we will use s, es, and is. Let's where to use suffix. So when there is y and before the y there is a kind of, we can say, vowel, then we will put s. Where to put es? If a verb ends on x, you can say o, ch, s. If a verb end on this, then you have to put a es. For example, she teaches. Now this verb it ends on ch. That's why we put es. Then rest of the sentence. Now let's talk about is. Where to put is? If a verb it ends on consonant plus y. If a verb it ends on consonant plus y, then we will change y to I and add a es. For example, she studied. Now look, there is y and before y there is a consonant. So we will change a y to I and add a ies. This is the positive structure of simple present tense. In simple present tense, now we are talking about the positive structure, and the subject should be, it has to be singular, because we will add suffix when the subject is a singular in simple present tense and in positive structure. That was all about simple present tense, positive and singular structure. Now let's get ahead. We will talk about if the subject is plural and positive, how we will make that. Okay, now we are going to talk about the positive structure of simple present tense, but if the subject is a plural. If the subject is plural, how we will use it in positive structure. If the subject is plural, first of all you will put subject, then with the subject you will put first verb, and then rest of the sentence. For example, if the subject is plural, then we will just add simply a verb. We will not add suffixo, because we will just add suffixo when the subject is singular and the structure is positive. Then we will use a suffix. If the subject is plural, then we will not add s, es, ies with the verb. For example, we play tennis. Now we are not putting any sort of s, es, ies. Why? Because the subject is a plural. If the subject is plural, then with the verb we will not add s, es and ies. Next example, they watch TV. Listen, what? There is siege, but still we are not putting s, es, ies because the subject is a plural. That's why. So it was all about the positive structure when the subject is a plural. Let's get ahead with the negative structure. Now we are talking about the negative structure of simple present tense. How to make a negative structure in the simple present tense. Let's see. If the subject, first of all we'll put subject, then with the subject we will put do or does, with that we'll put not, then with that we'll put first verb and then the rest of the sentence. How we will use do and does not. If the subject is singular, then we will say he does not, she does not, it does not. Okay. If the subject is plural, for example, we do not play, they do not sing, I do not play. For example, if the subject is singular, she. Now this is singular subject. If the subject is singular, then we will add a does not. We will put does not, do not. Now the subject is singular, so you will say she does not. This is subject. Now the subject is singular, that's why we put does not. After that we will add first form of the verb. She does not sing a song. Now if the subject is plural, for example, I, you, we and they, then we will put do not. How? For example, we, now the subject is a plural, so that's why we will put do not. We do not teach Spanish. subject is plural, so that's why we put do not. And here we will not put any suffix ses because it is negative structure. Okay, the contraction form for these, you can say does not. If you want to shorten it, you can simply say doesn't. It is the construction. Okay, do not. How to shorten it? Don't. These are the contraction form of these words. Now we will talk about the interrogative structure of simple present tense. How to make questions in the simple present tense. Let's see, first of all, now we are talking about the interrogative structure of simple present tense. First of all, you will put does or do. Then after that, we will put subject. With the subject, we will put first verb, then rest of the sentence. How? For example, if the subject is singular, he, she, it, then we will put does. If the subject is a plural, I, you, we, they, then first of all we will put do. For example, does. Now we ate does, so definitely the subject will be singular. Does she sing a song? And at the end you have to put a question mark. It is compulsory. Now if I say do, now I put first of all do, so definitely the subject will be plural. Do I sing a song? And at the end we'll put question mark. Do they teach Spanish? Now it is a, we make it, this is all about interrogative structure. For example, if the subject is singular, we will put does. If the subject is a plural, then first of all we will put do. For example, does, so that's why the subject is a singular, so that's why first of all we put does. Does she sing a song? Now we made a question. Okay, do I sing a song? Now I'm making a question in simple present tense. Do they teach Spanish? Now the subject is plural, so that's why we put do. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any question, feel free to comment. We will give you the answer. And if you want to join us, you are most welcome at KnowledgeShare Academy. If you want to contact us, the number is given on the video. Thank you so much and thank you for watching.